Hey, sports card fans, it's John Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. I put together my 100 vintage baseball cards for $10,000 list back on January 26th of this year. And nearly 6 months later, I have reached 25 pickups off of that list. Card number 25 is one that I referenced when I showed off card number 23, which was the 1965 Topps Frank Robinson. I showed that card along with a previous pickup, which was his 1964 Topps card, and said that those two cards, along with his 1959 Topps card, were three of his nicest looking cards in my opinion. And again, I alluded to the fact that I did not have the 1959 Topps Frank Robinson yet, but that I was hopefully going to be showing it off soon. And sure enough, it is card number 25 that I've picked up on my list. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show it off. And here it is. Picked it up in a PSA 4.5. Love the centering on this copy. Love the color combination. I think one of the reasons why so many people like the 59 Topps Frank Robinson is the yellow and black sort of combination there with that old style Cincinnati Reds uniform. Just a great image. You have the stands in the background, the Cincinnati little logo there, little player, little caricature. Just overall, just great design, great look to the card. Really happy that I was able to find this one. This was another auction. And sometimes, you know, those half grades, people don't pay as much attention to for whatever reason. I don't mind half grades at all. It's a great way to maybe pick up a very affordable card. You're not paying a in this case PSA 5 price, but you're getting really close to that overall grade. And you know, other than, you know, left to right's pretty good, top to bottom maybe a little off, but man, overall that just has great eye appeal for me. Love it. And on the back, it is nice and clean as well. Love the Christmassy colors of the 59 top set on the back. You can see his stats there and just his little bio there on the card. Very happy, very happy with this pickup. So I'm going to go over the numbers for this particular card, and then I want to show off a couple cards and make another comment on the Frank Robinson cards that he has. So we'll put the 59 Topps right there for now. And on my list of 100 cards there, I had listed the 59 Topps Frank Robinson in a PSA 6, and figured that if I got a good deal on a PSA 6, I'd probably have to pay around $100 for it. Well, for this 4.5, again, it was an auction, all in with shipping and tax, I was in for only $55. So dropping down a grade and a half saved me $45. So I'll take that any day. Now for 4.5s, there are, I believe there is a good population count of that, because there are some pretty decent sales volume for 4.5s. Sometimes those half grades, there aren't a whole lot of them, and so sometimes you don't get many sales reported. But there were a decent number of sales for 4.5s. Recently, the lowest sold for $47, again, pre-tax, pre-shipping. The average for PSA 4.5 right now is around $65, and on the high end, $77. So my all-in with shipping and tax of $55 puts it even below, well below the current average price for 4.5. So I think I did really good again on this particular pickup. Overall, now that I have reached the quarter century on my list, of those 25 cards, I anticipated or had on my list that I would need to spend $2,255. Well, to date, for those 25 cards, I've only spent $1,230 for a savings of $1,025. So I'm already over the $1,000 mark in terms of savings from the list. So really happy about that. Now, I mentioned I wanted to show two other cards here. As in the previous video when I showed off the 1965 Topps Frank Robinson, I mentioned his 64 is a very popular card of his. And I asked which card of Frank Robinson do you think is his nicest card? Of course, here's the 65. And one card that I did not show off or mention that a couple of you mentioned in the comments, which I agree with, is his 1962 Topps. Really like that image as well. The dark red of his uniform pairs very well with that wood green border of the 62 Topps set. That's one card that I'm looking to acquire to continue my Frank Robinson run. It is one of the cards on my 100 cards for $10,000 list. I haven't found the right copy yet. That one, that one's probably going to cost me probably closer to that $100 mark. I would venture to say probably at least $75. So with a lot of these coming in that $50 range, I'm gonna have to make sure that I have enough money left in my budget to be able to afford that 62. I was looking at, and I was close to picking up a 62 Frank Robinson at the Strongsville show. Just the seller wanted just a little bit too much for it. I felt like I was going to be overpaying for it, and if I feel like I'm overpaying for it, I took a pass on it. I walked away. But there was one table with that, so who knows? Maybe I will find one at the National coming up here in a month's time. So I know you already previously, if you watched the previous video, you commented on which one is your favorite Frank Thomas card, the 69, the 64, or the 59, sorry, 59, 64, or 65, or even the 1962 Topps Frank Robinson. If you missed either of those episodes, I want to chime in and let me know in the comments either which one of these three is your favorite, or if you want to throw in and make it the big four, which of Frank Robinson's big four cards, 59, 62, 64, or 65, is your favorite Frank Robinson card. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.